Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another exciting, fun-filled episode of the Dennis and Andy Show. That's right, we're here to spread joy through the world, even though that doesn't officially start till tomorrow when it's December 1st. We bring joy every Wednesday. We're an hour early because we might just roll for 2 hours. Who knows? We're crazy.
We got lots to talk about. There's been a lot going on. We've done a lot with the Kor-Drath campaign. We saw, if you saw the little artwork, we saw Devotion. That was last night. Guardians of the Galaxy.
The holiday special.
Yeah, holiday special. So we got lots to talk about, plus lots of comic book news. So there is a virtual ton of stuff for us to discuss today.
That's right. Let's say hi, Joe Bernardo. Hello.
Joe was first in the house.
Hello to Dad. He's giving separate hellos.
He is.
Amish Ninja, hello. Thank you for joining. And you are my nemesis in fantasy football.
Oh.
You have a shitty record, but have beaten me twice. First game in this past weekend. I'm not fond of that. But it is fun that your son is higher than you, and his record isn't that great either. So, well, there's at least that.
Well, from my perspective, they're both in jeopardy of not making the playoffs. So, you know what? This is going to be a fun ending to the season.
I'm now in jeopardy of not making the playoffs.
Aren't you glad you don't have to play him twice, Andy?
Not any. Well, I don't
one more time.
No, I don't. What's up, Marcus? Joe saying hi to people. Blackjack, hello. Marcus is 10-2 in fantasy football. Well, good for you. Rub it in. I'm 5-8. I think that's right.
I don't know.
My wife, however, is in second place.
She jumped up.
Second place. She's in second place, which means if it stays the way it is, I will be playing her in the first round of the playoffs.
And then I will not be coming over here to watch the game with you guys because...
And then, like normal, she'll kick my ass.
Right, just like every
other...
What are
you talking about? You'll come over and watch?
No, because there will be way too much tension in this house. Andy will be throwing a fit. Helen will be throwing things at Andy, hitting him in the head, steal pots and pans, It'll be great. Maybe we will, just so I can videotape it.
No, that's not going to happen. What is up, Nicholas? How are you? Yes, we have, look at that. Porn bots already in the house. One of my mods needs to take care of that. Wait, do I have any mods that are watching right now? Wait, Dennis is a mod. Let's see. Andy, Dennis, whose defense is better, the 49ers or the Dallas D? That's a good question. What do you think about that?
What was the question? Sorry, I'm trying to remove them all.
Whose defense is better, Dallas or the Niners?
Oh, I would say Niners.
All right, we'll see what happens. They could come down to the playoffs. Of course, if the playoffs were next week, Dallas will be playing the Bucs.
Yeah.
Where they would get their revenge after week 1 and kick their ass right out of the playoffs. Dak would be like, Brady, go back to your senior living home. This is for a young man, this game, not somebody with a 4 in front of their age.
And you know
Go
what?
home.
He could retire after this season, no matter what, still as the GOAT. So can't say too much. You can't pick on Tom Brady other than the fact that he lost his super hot wife.
He says nice. Goatee, big D.
So thank you, Joe, by the way. So it's hard to tell from back there, but I got a fair amount of gray coming in. Should I keep it or should I shave it off after?
Keep it because tomorrow is the end of No Shave November.
That's what I'm saying. So do I shave it when it's done or do I keep it? You know, it's been a while. My wife hates it, but that doesn't mean I won't keep it. But I kind of want to know what you guys think. Do you like the Star Trek Mirror Universe version of Dennis, or do you like the happy-go-lucky normal Dennis?
That's right. Andy, our bet could come down to the NFC title game. It could.
It very well could, and that would be awesome.
Hopefully we'll be getting Odell Beckham Jr. in the house. He's visiting with the Bills, the Giants, and then on Monday, the boys. So hopefully OBJ will be coming the Dallas way. See, I cracked a rhyme. I do it all the time because I'm Rhyme Master Slick, and I'm rocking a big fat click. Click, click, yo. You thought I was going to be disgusting.
Well, that would be a first. That was a nice surprise for once.
That's because my kid's sitting here
off
screen. So we've added to the campaign page. We've got the final colors in for the Kor-Drath module. Dan Lawless doing fantastic colors over my good pal and Dennis's Bart Sears. So very cool. That I have applied to the module and put on the campaign page so you can see how the module will look. The cover of the module got that great old school Dungeons and Dragons style first edition where it was just a one color module with some white knockout lettering, but a nice full color image to draw the eye. We want to go for that retro feel.
Still, some of the best role playing was really those old classic modules. I really wish I would have kept a lot of mine. But so with what we're doing, we're going to be play testing it. I talked to some of the new players last night. So this will be interesting. So can't wait.
Our buddy Amish Ninja says if Sushi of the Light hates the goatee, then you must keep it.
Right, and I think we had a few others drawn sword graphics. Grow more, grow long, grow thick.
That's what I keep telling them. Now, see, it's hard to tell on camera, but if I do this, because I can't see the screen, is it showing?
Yeah, it does. It actually shows up.
You can see after 30 days, I was totally clean shaven day 1. On the back, you can really see the ring, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. I got the beard, which you can barely see.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm thinking I might keep it growing until January 1st. I don't mind it. So I think I might just let it keep going.
Oh.
Yep. So I don't think I'll be shaving it off.
Yep. Well, it looks like is that
Marcus likes the goatee. That is her, by the way.
Oh.
Randy Howell in the house. Hello. Nice colors. Thank you very much. Dan Lawless does such a fantastic job doing his painted style like he did on my cover and Bud Roots and now Bart's.
You know, just out of curiosity, do you have the original Dan Lawless colors that they did? So they were on the King show.
No, I don't have that.
this last week. I wish I actually screenshotted it at home.
Oh, well, see, you should use your phone to do that.
Well, I was on my computer and watching you guys.
Way to be prepared for the show that we do every week.
But I don't know. So they wound up doing a coloring for it, and they decided to have some fun, paint a nice rainbow in the background, give him like purple nipples, shots of stuff all over. It was pretty interesting. They had a really nice time putting it up. So they released it on the Kings the other night, and they were trying to punk Andy and say this was the final version of it. And it was great when they showed the final version. And Andy just sat there and like, They're like, Andy, what do you think? Is it good? And he's like, sure.
There's things. I was thinking in my head, if this was it, Dan, missed a few steps and I was going to have to make copious notes. But then I remembered that somebody, and it wasn't Dennis, somebody let me in on their little joke because they didn't tell me. So somebody, because I'm not going to out who it was, sent me a private message over the weekend saying something about the coloring of it. And he specifically mentioned purple nipple or something. And I was like, and I didn't open up the app. I just got the notification on my phone. So I was busy, so I didn't reply right back to the person. And then like 20 minutes later, it was through Facebook. They removed the message. Oh. So maybe he thought, oh crap, I wasn't supposed to say it. I don't know. But he removed it.
Well, they did because
he doesn't think I saw it.
Specifically
but I did see
said,
it.
Do not tell Andy what we're doing. This is going to be an awesome surprise, and Andy will never see this coming. Wow.
Rainbow trolls are the most dangerous.
So it was really, really hilarious. But then they showed the actual version afterwards, and it was fantastic. Dan did a great job over the top of Bart. It was great.
Yeah, Dan did a fantastic job. So here's the campaign, guys. We're at 71,540, 1,136 backers. I'm looking to go to 1,150 backers. Well, higher than that, but let's take the small steps. The next stretch goal, of course, is 80,000, where we unlock the Lilith character card that is 5th edition compatible, SRD compatible. You can play her as well as Adriana, as well as Kor-Drath, who are already playable characters you'll be getting. I did go in because Indiegogo, for some reason, I've got this no index code, which means if you search Indiegogo, my campaign won't come up unless you have the direct link. And if you search Google, it doesn't come up. So I was talking to some people and they think it might be because of the violence. So I went in and added these black censor bars over the violence on these couple pages here as well. Hopefully that will get that code taken off so it can be searched again. Obviously, and I even made a note for people, I've censored the pages for Indiegogo. The actual pages aren't. So obviously the book will not print this way with the black bars. It's just for Indiegogo. This page didn't need any censoring. It's just the face-off for now with some clanging of swords and stuff. So it's all good.
We'll see if they uncensor us, because that would be a nice thing.
It would be very nice. And yes, we are very close to, where is it? Oh, that's the one I wanted. 75. That's right. Very close to 75K. Let's get it there. If you've already backed it, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. I'm working every day on pages. I got another page almost ready to ink, so I can get back to that tomorrow. Of course, we've got the multitude of covers to choose from, 2 different t-shirts to choose from, the artist edition, which is marked down, save $15 by ordering it on the campaign. You can do the Barbarian Bundle where you get all the covers. You can do the Get It All tier, which is the best value, where you get all the covers and the artist edition. And then, of course, you would add on the Conan homage cover I did in checkout, and you're still saving money. Added the Kor-Drath homage cover as a mini print you can get. If you want to just tip us and not Indiegogo, you can buy us a beer.
Because we will be live streaming when this is all done, like we did this last time, when First Man closed, and we sat there and had some beers and live streamed right from the microbrewery in a back room, all just for you guys, and chatted, and it was a lot of fun. So we are definitely doing it again this time.
That's right. Angry Gamer, what is up? Marcus says EVS is streaming. Really? Man, what a... well, you know what? This is the time we do it on Wednesday, so that's the way it is. So check out the campaign. The link is scrolling. Randy's been kind enough to post the link in the comments. It's also in the description below. Go check it out. Get yourself something. There's still 4 spots open for a full figure sketch of the character of your choice. You can get Bart Sears' original cover art to the module, which I believe I added the cover art to the page. Let's make sure.
Da, da, da.
There's the module. It's down here. I know I removed. There it is. You can get his black and white cover art to the module as well. So guys, go check it out right now. All right. We watched. Let's lose that and get back to this.
Whatever that is Madonna's voguing for Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
That's right. We watched it, and I love just grabbing comments. I bet there are a lot of backers who were not part of the sign-up list who would buy a Lilneth trading card. That is something we are thinking about adding as an add-on, is the Lilneth trading card for purchase.
Because we've had a lot of people ask.
We've had people ask, and if you signed up and backed, you get it for free. But if not, we are thinking about adding that. So have no fear.
Plus, we've got some other things in the hopper as well. But those will all soon be discussed.
That's
Padawan.
Right. So
Guardians of the Galaxy. So the cool thing about this show was, it's on Disney Plus. You don't have to go to the movie theater. It was a very cool, smooth, 41-minute long, and I'll just say it was much better than the Star Wars holiday special. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't time it out. I thought it was longer than that. Not in a bad way. It just, I just thought it was long. Did you stay for the after credits, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh yeah. No, you kind of figured they would do something.
It was good. It was fun, which it should be. Nice holiday special. Holiday specials are supposed to be fun. It really focused on, I thought, Drax and Mantis,
yes,
which is cool because Batista's really coming into his own with his comedic timing. Mantis has a great character the actress portrays, and she was really fun in it. The whole point is it starts off animated, and my wife was like, "Oh, this isn't going to be animated, is it?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know it was starting this way. I'm sure it's just a little intro thing." And it was. It was basically animated, old school Disney style. It looks like it had some rotoscoping or whatever they call it these days, of a younger Peter Quill, and basically
in Yondu, because he's no longer with us. So
that's right.
Why spend the time to de-age it when you could just do it as animation? I actually thought it was a cool touch because then it actually took you from one time point into the present, and then they end with it, and you get to see it once again. I actually think it worked out very well.
Yeah, so do I. And it basically showed Peter, not on Earth because he was with Yondu in a spaceship doing Christmas, and it didn't work out too well. So Drax and Mantis want to get Peter the best Christmas present they can. So they go to Earth to kidnap Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. The 6 degrees or 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. This adds an entire new way to play that game. Because, now Kevin Bacon's got an entire new group of people that's just right there in the first degree.
Exactly.
What a fun thing to do.
I would love it, and I'm sure it wasn't. But how cool would that have been if that was actually Kevin Bacon's house? Sounds a nice spread.
That was. Then he
nice
knocked
house.
over his poor little Christmas tree.
I know. I love that. So, we don't want to give spoilers away because you really should. If you have Disney Plus, you really should watch it. If you're like, no, I can't do it because She-Hulk was terrible and Moon Knight let me down and whatever.
Ms. Marvel
let you down. Trust me, this is like the palate cleanser you need. It'll wash all that garbage out of your mouth.
So you're saying
and make you feel good about
you're
yourself.
saying it's like when you go eat sushi and then you have that ginger just to put in your mouth to cleanse it. That's exactly what this is. A nice 41-minute cleanser to take you away from the bad taste of a lot of the recent Marvel stuff.
Yes.
This was solidly done. I didn't have any hopes for it. Maybe that's why I liked it so much, because all this other stuff has been so mediocre. And but this was just pure fun and enjoyment. But they do drop a really important piece of lore in this. So it isn't just a throwaway. They introduce something that has to do with Mantis, and that is cool. That's all I'm going to say. But it has a direct tie-in, and it's important. So with that being said, while it was super fun, it actually had a bit of meaning to it.
And it's funny, there was a band on the planet that they were on, which is Nowhere, isn't it? Isn't that where they were? Nowhere?
Well, it's not technically a planet. It's a celestial head.
But it's Nowhere.
Yes, it's Nowhere.
And there was a band, and this was in the beginning, and they wanted to play a Christmas song. And they were really good, and in the credits, it gave them credit. So I actually looked them up, and it's a legit band.
Yes,
that they hired.
They're just listed as Alien Band,
right?
Yes,
but
they were good.
Yeah,
actually,
they were really
their Christmas song was hilarious.
Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, I mean, I would check it out. Kevin Bacon. It was really good what they did with him because Mantis did some of her powers on him. So he played a couple different types of Kevin Bacon, which I thought was cool. Smokey the Concat, what's up? Yeah, but did they play those oldies Guardians of the Galaxy's good tunes like prior movies? Not as much because this was a Christmas movie. So the soundtrack stuff was more
Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Hyper Kaiju in the house.
Oh, Hyper! He is in the house. Yo.
What is up? Yeah, it was very surprising. It is really good. I'm going to miss those guys because I know Drax, I think Batista said he's done after Volume 3. I think even Chris Pratt said he's done after Guardians 3.
There's a lot of changes going in, and which is... In a way, this has been a very fun series. The chemistry between the people have been fantastic. And we know we're losing Thor. Chris Hemsworth came out, in case you guys missed it, was not very happy with Taika Waititi at all, with the way that his character is being portrayed. And while he didn't come up and name him by name, it wasn't hard to do
but I wouldn't say we're totally done with him. He could come back if it's a different director and different tone for the movie.
Yep.
So
it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Dennis, why is it whenever you're on, your illegitimate girlfriends like to start sending these disgusting messages?
I can't help it. I have a lot of them.
Good Lord. Does Susie know about this?
Yep.
All of them. I guess she does because she bankrolls them. So she's like, just sleep with them. I don't want to.
Wow, I'm not even Italian.
I know. I don't even know what you are.
Dennis keeps a few wedges in his pocket. Well, I do have multiple wives, I'm told.
That's right. Trust me. Unfortunately, we're probably stuck with Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. Honestly, until there's another full team-up movie, it's not like there's going to be a standalone Hulk movie anytime. I cannot see a season 2 of She-Hulk. I just can't see it.
No,
unless they're just doing it out of like, no, we're doing spite. It just to show you.
No, it's a pure spite move if they do it. That was the worst ending in any history of a TV show, including Lost, who I really thought.
Oh my God, that Lost.
I thought that was the worst ever. Well, this made Lost really look like a masterpiece. I can't see She-Hulk coming back, and if it does, I don't care because I'm not going to watch it. They got me for season 1 and disappoint. It started out okay, and then like a plane that loses all 4 of its engines, 747. Oh yeah, and then we're into the Alive episode. It explodes, and then 2 people survive. That's it.
Now, see, he says he won't watch it, but let's be honest. He'll watch it for you. He needs to watch it for the show that we do.
I?
Yes.
Because you know why? I didn't finish Miss Marvel. I couldn't. I got halfway through it, and I was done. And we even talked about it. Do we need to review the show anymore? No. No, it's not worth our thing. All we're going to do is hate on it because there was nothing redeeming. It isn't that she was a bad actress. It was just not well written and kind of boring.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Dennis. You can be honest with our viewers. You didn't like Miss Marvel because, she wasn't fully American, let's say.
What does that have anything to do with
I don't know. I just thought
I did read the comic book. Oh, you're trying to imply that we're white haters, and no, it was just poorly written. Everything across was just poorly written. Then again, I don't like Captain Marvel either. I think Brie Larson really trashed that entire. And Carol Danvers was one of my favorites. I did love the Ms. Marvel Carol Danvers comic. I loved her as binary. So Warbird. So I mean, yeah, we can't go that route either. But enough said on that. All I can say was, at least for a one shot, they drew us in. It was fun, lighthearted, enjoyable, had very good production quality. The acting was everything that you expected. Loved it. I mean, it's one of the few Marvel things that I can say recently was good.
Joe Bernardo says Chris Hemsworth underwent a series of genetic tests after which he discovered that he carries 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, which increases the risk of developing. I saw that. I did see that. He did say he's taking a break from acting. He's not retiring, but he is taking a break from acting for a while. Smokey Concat, not with the old new guy back. They will tone back the wokeness. No, with Bob Iger, they won't tone it back with him.
He was the one who originally started all of the wokeness into Disney. They basically brought in Chapek, and he's going to become the fall guy. And they basically like, ooh, look what he did. He comes back in, Bob 1. We'll just say Bob 1 and Bob 2. Bob 1 comes back in now and says, look what Bob 2 did. I'm your man. Comes in there and then says, look, I can clean it up. No, you're the one who started it. And as long as Kathleen Kennedy is there, we will never get a good, decent Marvel, nor will we get a decent Star Wars.
Yep. Endgame was the last Marvel thing Angry Gamer watched. Yeah, I mean, the problem was it was such a build-up. 22 movies building up to that Endgame. The title didn't help either. Because, yeah, the title of the movie was Endgame. But when you throw that out there, subconsciously, you're kind of like, sweet, I can move on now. It's over. Even though if you're really entrenched in it, you know that, no, that was just the end of a phase. They're doing more stuff, blah, blah, blah. But I think for a lot of people, they were like, okay, this culminated after, 10, 12 years. I can jump off this ship now. And it was on a high note, So that could be.
It was a high note. And
it was.
The thing is, Kevin Feige back then, before they went all woke, did a nice job of building each one, and each one kind of tied into it. And they had to do a little retrofitting to make the older stuff work. But they accomplished it. They built up to this great big climax, fulfilled it, and good on them, because it was a nice ending. That 2-movie ending was fantastic, I think. They just did a great job. Now, it is difficult to capture lightning in a bottle twice like that. However, at this point, they're not even trying. No. It's fully agenda driven.
I had a Temple of Doom movie poster on my office wall for years, and I've been considering taking it down because Kathleen Kennedy's name is about eye level from where I sit and see it all day.
Whoa. I believe it's white lettering with black background. Sharpies work.
Oh yeah, knock it out, the Sharpie.
Keep the poster up. Get rid of Kathleen Kennedy.
Let's see. Joe says the She-Hulk actress is not even good as actress, and she wasn't She-Hulk. I don't. Okay, so sometimes I've seen plenty of great actors look like they suck because of bad directing. Because when she was in Orphan Black, she was good. And I didn't mind her acting in the show. I think it comes down to the directing that she had.
And the writing.
The writing
was absolutely atrocious. Now, if you go back and check out our reviews throughout the season, I said particularly, it feels like they don't even know the She-Hulk character, that they didn't read any source material and that they made stuff up. We did find out because they interviewed the group of women writers that are the writers behind She-Hulk, and they admitted they basically were given a vague outline of things that they have to incorporate into it, but they never read source material because they said, we think that our lives and what we women go through is far more interesting than anything that Marvel Comics could have come up with. Yeah, so that is why we got the She-Hulk series that we did. That was putrid. Yeah. Because if that is their background, and most of them were young writers, so they haven't gone through life experiences and the whole catcalling thing, that was just one example. That explains it, because there's only certain type of people who would go in and pick that out. Enough said. I mean, it's just, the writing was terrible, but this rolls into The Witcher, which is the same issue right now. He's leaving not just to play Superman, because they're destroying the source material. Right. So Cavill is leaving because he really read the material, maybe also played the games, but he knew the character and loved the actual source material, and they were purposely making fun of the source material, ripping on it to the point where it was degrading. So good for him for standing up and leaving. And it's sad it came down to it, because honestly, that first season of Witcher was really good.
Yeah.
Second, not so much.
Angry Gamer says, I heard that James Gunn has been tweeting out Kingdom Come pictures. Yeah, I've kind of heard something that he might be looking to do that now that he's headed DC. I think we have an article about that we'll bring up in a bit. Hyper says he has thought about sharpieing it out. No joke, on the poster. Well, then do it. Put a piece of black tape over it. Randy Howell, and now some of those She-Hulk writers are now working on the Daredevil show, where they ruined Daredevil. So if they keep Daredevil the way they did in She-Hulk, they'll just tank that show as well.
So, and just to let some of you know, if you didn't watch when they were on Netflix, when Daredevil, Charlie Cox played him on, I think, 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2? Yeah.
No, wait, was it 2 or 3?
2 or 3. The Punisher was 2nd season.
Right.
No,
I think it was just 2 because he was in Defenders.
Yep. Yeah, it was just 2.
Yeah, it was just 2.
He was fantastic. The first season was great. Kingpin was so good in what they built up into it. And then when you brought in the Punisher, that was just an absolutely great. There were actually scenes right from the show out of the comic book, and they gave it love. The character was fantastic. They developed him properly. The acting was fantastic.
Yeah, Chad says 3. Okay, Kingpin, Punisher. Damn it, who was the villain in the third? Well, come on, Amish Ninja. Who was the villain in the third season?
I know his wife comes back in the third one.
Wait,
is it Elektra? Kingpins, because they kind of wrap that one up.
So that's probably right. It's if only you had a magic box.
I know we can do that
in front of you,
and I bet those guys will beat me to it
right here. See, I do have one too, but I'm controlling. I'm the director of the show. Dennis is supposed to be kind of like the producer, but he does a bad job.
If I were a producer, I would. Yeah, I know, but I want to find out who it was, who was all in it.
Bullseye in 3rd season, the hand.
Oh yeah, it was Bullseye in Elektra in the Hand.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, not as good of a season.
Yeah, it wasn't. It could have been a little
Season
better.
2 was just
Season 2 was the best. Yeah.
Besides, If I Were in Control, I just bleep him out and you go poop. So
How would you
James
do that?
Gunn is making DCU plans and does tease the Kingdom Come art again. So, he is hinting very strong that Kingdom Come, and he's going to be involved with it. I think that could be cool. It is one of my favorite Elseworld stories. Red Sun was really good, but I mean, Kingdom Come was just phenomenal.
We haven't given our rating for Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Dennis. Way to jump ahead. Way to be. Wait, I'm looking
like
for a word.
I am like a river that
way
flows
to be,
with our audience.
Way to be premature, even on our channel.
I knew you were trying to go there,
Man.
so I tried to put a stop to it.
Always jump into the good
Captain
stuff.
Picard, you give your rating first.
Fine. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I'm going to give it a CGC rating of, drumroll please, 8.5.
Oh, okay. We're right in that same ballpark because without a drum roll, I'm also giving it an 8.5.
Wow, look at that.
We actually agree.
Dennis and I mind melded and are giving it an 8.5. The same. You add that up, it's 17. Divide by 2, 8.5.
Yep. It wasn't perfect, but it was fun and it was so enjoyable.
It was. It's something I could watch again. It was really good.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I've got my niece and nephew over the weekend and I know they haven't seen it. So I guarantee cool. I'm going to make them watch it because they're going to love it.
You know what's funny about watching that is Chris Pratt looks like he's gotten a little out of shape. I mean, he's nowhere near what he was on Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
But he's definitely not in that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 shape where he had to take his shirt off. It looks like he's basically still in shape, still works out, but is like, yeah, I'll drink some beer again and live my life.
So he's more like he was when he was Andy.
Like me, right. He's like me.
Yes, overweight and, I'm talking overweight. Parks and Rec.
No, Parks and Rec, he was chubby. Andy. I know it was.
Oh, so
that's the reference. He was chubby in Parks and Rec. He's not chubby now.
No, well, he's filling out again, or maybe he's on PEDs.
Maybe. Hyper says, I stalked Dennis on Twitter.
Oh, I love it when people stalk me.
Amish Ninja Kingdom Come was amazing. Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross nailed it. It wasn't Kurt Busiek. I thought it was Mark Waid.
Ooh.
Didn't Mark Waid write Kingdom Come? You can Google it or I can look at my bookshelf. But
I was going to say I could probably do it before you find it.
Because Kurt Busiek did Marvels with him. So I'm going to say Mark Waid. Hyper Kaiju laughed MAO at your Captain Picard comment. I don't know why it's so funny. I mean, it's just...
It is number one.
It's awesome.
Make it so. Yep, Mark Waid.
It was Mark Waid. So let's see. Yeah, James Gunn has been really active on social media as of late and says that he is making plans for his DCU with another tease of Kingdom Come. Recently saw Gunn open a Hive social media account similar to Twitter where he used Kingdom Come as his Hive banner image, and now Gunn tweets using the same pic. I gotta say, I'm with Dennis. I think a Kingdom Come show or movie would be freaking awesome. The cool thing about it is he's not tied down with any of the current casting. Well, actually, I take it back. You could use Gal.
Yes.
Because of aging.
I absolutely would.
You could use Henry Cavill because Superman ages slower.
Yep.
I mean, you could use Ben because it is Bruce Wayne in Kingdom Come. You would just have to age him up, like visually. Like, you don't have to visually do much to Henry Cavill. Give him some gray.
Well, I was going to say, and that's all you really have to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's getting up there. You know, I agree. I think they could do that.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. But man, that movie, let's say that's what he's going to come out of the gate with at DC, right? That's 5 years off. Easy 5 years, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe fast forward.
I was going to say, if they fast track it, they need to get something to get people. And I know they are working. We can touch on that. The new Wonder Woman 3 script, they completely rewrote it.
Right. Right.
which I guess could lead us directly into that.
Kurt is Astro City, and that would actually be cool. I'm surprised that hasn't been optioned yet, because, with all the stuff that's come out, you would think, I mean, hell, Netflix did Jupiter's Legacy, for God's sakes, and Astro City has been out a lot longer than that, and I think is maybe even more popular. So Marcus says, use Linda Carter. After all, Ross's WW looked like Linda.
Oh,
yeah.
Honestly, I actually don't have a problem with that. I think that would be a cool idea if we could bring her back in. I think she still looks amazing. And we got to see her sing a number of years ago, and her daughter came out on stage and sang with her. And I will say this, her daughter looks a lot like her, so might be a possibility. Just
Does
saying.
she? I've never seen that kid.
Yep. And she sounds good and looks amazing.
Google Linda Carter's kid. I want to see her.
All
and
right.
how old is she, by the way? I have no idea. The kid, that is. Randy Howell, thank you for the $5 super chat. If James Gunn can fix DC, I will turn my avatar right side up. Whoa, that is big news. You heard it here. We broke the news on the DNA show. Randy will switch that DC back to the proper way if James Gunn can fix it.
Nice.
Andy wanting to perv on the kid. No. How old is she? She does look kind of like her.
Yes.
I didn't even know
she's
she had
very
a
pretty.
daughter. So
Yeah.
what is Linda Carter? 70s? Early 70s, maybe?
Well, let's see if we can't find out.
I'm just trying to guess. That kid's got to be, 30-something? Age appropriate. Just saying. Dennis still gets a stiffy for the original Wonder Woman. Yes, he does.
I have no problem admitting that Linda Carter was amazing. I mean, for a really campy show, I mean, I would sit there and watch it just because.
Just because. Pastmaster Dan in the house. Hello.
So Linda Carter was born in 51.
So she's 71.
Yeah, too.
Wow. 71. Yep. Does look good still. Anyhow, moving on. Let's see. What was the other one we were going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Wonder Woman 3, apparently. Good news. Wonder Woman 3 script rewritten, which means the first script sucked. Good news for the DCU, as it is learned that apparently the Wonder Woman 3 script has been rewritten. We all know bad how Wonder Woman 1984 is. God,
it was terrible.
But do they not proofread that?
We
all know.
Send it.
We all know how bad Wonder Woman 1984 is, so we have all been worried about the third movie in the franchise. WW84 is written by director Patty Jenkins, and for some reason, it went in the opposite direction at the much better first movie that had its story by Zack Snyder about gods and such. Well, a like-minded fan on Twitter happened to tweet, just do some cool Greek mythology shit for Wonder Woman 3, please. Twitter scooper at Look Upon the Star, I don't know, caught wind of the tweet and replied back with encouraging news. For those worried, the Amazon series plot elements got rewritten into this movie, says the tweet. So that would be very good news, because the tone of Wonder Woman 3 was so far removed from the first movie that, I mean, I had hopes going into Wonder Woman 84.
I did too.
Well,
I thought, the concept would have been cool. You got Wonder Woman, which was a great World War I piece, how she gets interacting with the modern world. And it was a great showpiece, bit of a war movie, but overall, what a great background. It was kind of reminiscent of Thor in a way, where you really get enveloped in his world, and that helped define who Thor was. Same thing with Wonder Woman. So go to 1984, we're now jumping ahead a few decades. How has she progressed and went? And that isn't at all what they went with. They went, an episode of Linda Carter's Wonder Woman was better. And again, it had nothing to do with Gal. It was what was written. Jenkins just went off the rails on this one. And my understanding was that this number 3 script that she wrote is so bad that they literally are starting over from scratch.
What? Christian Zaffo says, hey guys, so saw Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and it was just pointless. Christian, you'll have to go back and rewatch the beginning of the episode because we have talked about that and we have given it our CGC ratings of what we thought. I got to tell you, we were on a different page. Dennis and I both agree and gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was a fun holiday special.
Pure fun, but with some important, like I said, it had an important piece of story.
We're spoiling something. I don't remember. What was it about Mantis? What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes, at the end.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I got it. I remember. Never mind. I just remembered what it was.
Go sit in the corner.
Sometimes all it takes is for Dennis to reprimand me, and then I remember. I do remember. Yeah, it had at the end of the end of the holiday special, there was a nice story point. That was a nice ending too. I didn't get a little choked up over it. It was a nice ending. Didn't get a little choked up, but still, very nice. Mortal V says Andy has a crush on Kevin Bacon. So what's wrong with that? You saw what he looked like in Footloose, Cut Loose,
and I really did love all the Footloose
Everybody's
references.
Gonna cut Footloose.
He saved an entire town by dancing.
That's right. I mean, come on. Christian, I'm sorry, brother. We had to disagree. I thought it was really good.
Normally, Andy likes everything. And I tend to have a much more critical eye on things. So even my wife goes, oh my God, this was good. Because she's been with me she was the one who wanted to watch She-Hulk so bad. And even she gave up. So her and I are kind of in there. So we all liked it.
Andy's favorite scene from Whitewater Summer was when Kevin reveals the bone sticking out of his leg. I do enjoy scenes like that. So, hey, what are you going to do?
Wow, Joe Theismann here.
Yeah. Oh, man. I could watch that Joe Theismann injury over and over. A Micronauts movie would be the coolest of some.
Hey!
Yeah, it would be.
I would totally be down with that. As long as, once again, you did it nice and you really delved into the background. Because that universe has the potential to be a very rich universe. Great. That would be some great world building.
Yeah. The rock song at the beginning was good. I don't know. I thought it was good. I could even watch it again. Maybe not this year because there's other holiday stuff I like to watch. But I could see returning to the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on a yearly basis.
Yeah. Watch that right after Die Hard and Elf and
Lethal Weapon.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, I know. I've seen the Lethal Weapon thing. And you know what? They do fight in front of the Christmas tree. So I suppose maybe you could, but I wouldn't.
That would have been cool if they had Star-Lord and Kevin Bacon doing a Footloose dance. Anyhow, back Kor-Drath. This episode brought to you by Kor-Drath The Reckoning. The book you need and the game that you want to play after you read the book. Go back it now. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. All this talk about bacon and I'm surprised Dan Fraga hasn't shown up. Right?
Dan has been busy, so he's probably not even paying attention to us. So maybe we'll have to send the link later.
Like I said, I didn't think it was pointless. I thought it was I thought it served the purpose, what it set out to do, which was to make a holiday special. And they did put in that nice little plot point at the end with Mantis.
Phase 4 has been terrible all the way through. This, to me, was the highlight of Phase 4. A cute one-off special has been the highlight of all of Phase 4.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie. I wouldn't know. I've never watched it all the way through.
I agree. It is a great Christmas movie.
First Blood, Rambo First Blood Christmas movie.
Love that, too. Matter of fact, I usually get to watch, I usually do Rambo 1, 2, and 3 right away. Every 2 years. We wind up just getting in the Rambo mood, and I'll pull out the discs and pop them in.
That's right. Hold on, I just love catching up on comment. Many years ago, I came across Flashdance on TV, but watching a 25-year-old high schooler dance in a rundown factory just struck me as stupid. Yeah, I never got into the whole Flashdance phase. Christian actually agrees with you. That's weird. Nobody agrees with Dennis.
Everybody does except you.
What's up, Richie Duke?
Richie's
Hail to
in the
you.
house.
Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie with both Die Hards and the Christmas Carol movies. I gotta watch. So that's one thing we still have to watch.
Maybe I'll pop that in this Christmas and give it a rewatch, because that is a movie I have not watched in years.
Now this is true. Fat Man with Mel Gibson is a Christmas movie, sort of.
It is.
Fat Man's good.
And it is good. It is good.
Violent Night.
Yeah, baby.
Comes out this week, and we will be seeing it and reviewing it. Hopefully, next Wednesday we can review Silent Night for you guys.
You know, by the way, we got at the comic book. Where I was at the local comic book shop today because it's New Comic Wednesday, and I got to pick up a bunch of the indies, and we got talking the menu. Apparently, everybody there liked the menu. I'm saying we might need to go see this movie.
On the roast of Bruce Willis, he proclaimed Die Hard was not a Christmas movie. Oh.
Well, we know he's got some issues, so he probably forgot about it.
Now, we also have to watch the Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds Christmas movie on Apple Plus that's a take on the Christmas Carol that looks really good as well. So we got to get that in there, too. All right, let's get back to this real quick. So apparently, following how well the Amazons were received in the first Wonder Woman, an animated series, and a live-action movie were also greenlit, but apparently those are no longer happening, which we can probably blame on how badly Wonder Woman 84 has been received.
Yep.
Back in 2020, prior to the release of Wonder Woman 84, Jenkins confirmed an animated series focusing on the Amazons was being considered, as well as spin-off film. But according to the above rumor, those elements have been rewritten into the Wonder Woman 3 script, which is also rumored to be returning to those stories featuring the gods. I mean, I think that's cool. I think doing some present-day real-world stuff with a really cool villain, because let's be honest, the villain in Wonder Woman 84, seriously, the cheetah wasn't bad, but it looks like they skimped out on the special effects for her.
They did.
And then what's his face? What was the guy's name in the movie? Not the actor, because it's the Mandalorian actor, but who did he play in Wonder Woman 84? He was the bad guy as well.
Yeah.
It's not Ted. Maxwell Lord.
Yeah,
Maxwell Lord. Yeah, let's make Maxwell Lord the villain. I've got another great idea. Let's make a Green Lantern movie. In his first movie, let's make Parallax the villain. No. You could have spent the whole movie with the villain being the cheetah, because that is a classic villain of Wonder Woman's.
And it should have been. Honestly, it should have been. And they just needed to give her... They didn't develop anything.
No.
It was so two-dimensional and just poorly. I mean, for a movie of this caliber, you just expect a little bit more out of it.
It's what happens when you let a chick write a movie.
Yeah. Go with that, Andy.
No, I was just seeing if I get a rise out of my kid, but she didn't react, so it doesn't matter now. Oh, by the way, I did miss a chat from, I want to say it was Hyper. If it was you, let me know. He said, what, no more comic reviews on Wednesdays? Dennis does those pre-recorded and then uploads them to the Dennis and Andy Show YouTube channel. So he still does reviews, but we just decide to focus on, other stuff during our streams. We usually have a guest.
I have been lacking on that because I've got some. If you guys really want, I will make a concerted effort. I've been putting so much time and effort into Kor-Drath and stuff that it's just taken a back seat because, maybe I will. Maybe I'll still do some of the shorts or something like that. You guys always leave me feedback. Let me know what you think. I will be doing either tonight or tomorrow night, depending on what time we get everything wrapped up tonight. I got my new Star Trek ornaments, they're the storytellers. So the final two pieces came in this season. So it's Scotty, Mirror Universe Scotty, and McCoy. And I got them all hooked up. I got our 12-foot tree up. The Enterprise toppers on top.
Whoa. Back up, son. I thought it was a 14-foot tree.
14-foot ceiling, 12-foot tree.
So disappointed.
You know what's disappointing? Your
What?
attitude.
Oh.
So we've got all 7 characters now. So they're on the wreath, all hooked up, and they do a great story, basically doing the entire Mirror Universe one. It's great. I'm going to do a full video playing the entire story, going back and forth between the two. I'll be posting that in the next couple of days once I get it finished. So yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. So he'll get back to doing some of the reviews. He says this. He buys so much stuff every week. I would just be drowning thinking about how much stuff I have to read. So, all right, Joe, what are you saying? Okay. Green Lantern would have been good if they just let the villain be Hector Hammond. They didn't learn their lesson from FF2 and made their bad guy Cloud. Screw Hector Hammond. I mean, you're right. Hector Hammond would have been fine, but let's be real. Sinestro should have been the villain. They had all their hopes. They had all their eggs in the one basket going, oh, we'll do an after credit scene like Marvel does with Sinestro for the second one, and the movie bombed, so there was no second one. The movie, it should have been Sinestro.
It really should have. I actually thought Hector was terrible. Oh, Parallax. I mean, honestly, there's a reason why it's really one of my most hated movies.
Was there even a Star Trek Christmas episode, Dennis?
That is a really good question. No, and I don't think the animated series had one. I don't think any of the movies delved on it. And even Star Trek 4, when they've been back in time, I don't think it was at Christmas time. No. So I'm going to say no. And if anybody can think of something, correct me. And I don't even think I read a lot of the books in the 80s and 90s. And I don't think any of them dealt with it.
So what I'm hearing is Star Trek is anti-Christmas. Good to know. Hyperkaiju says, ironically, recommendations from Dennis were basically the only thing that got me to go to my local comic shop last year and a half.
Oh, Hyper,
wow,
thank you.
Way to let down the audience, Dennis.
Well, you know what? Now that I know that you guys kind of want it, I'll go pull out some of the new stuff and I will do some for you.
There you go. That's all it takes. A little guilt goes a long way with Dennis.
It does.
Okay, guys, another movie we saw last night. We went and saw the movie Devotion. Now, as Dennis's wife said, what the hell is Devotion? A romance? And she had to remind her, because we mentioned it before, no, dummy. It's a movie based during the Korean War, specifically about specific fighter pilots. And she was like, oh, okay. Because, they love war movies.
My wife is a huge war movie fan. I love it. We like Memorial Day, we watch Midway, the original Midway, every single year. Guns of Navarone, Force 10 of Navarone, Bridge over the River Kwai, all of that.
Your Star Trek lore is lacking. In 2265, a Christmas party was held for personnel in the science labs of the Federation Starship Enterprise, the original series, Dagger of the Mind.
Very nice. Thank you. This is why I love the audience.
I just wish you would leave the stream now because you are not a big Star Trek fan like you said.
Oh.
You're kind of an embarrassment right now.
Oh.
If I
feel like we need to get Aaron Lepresti. We need to ask Aaron Lepresti that.
If I could remove you, just saying.
But you can't. You can't even move me.
Look up Spirit in the Sky for the comic Christmas. Okay. So we saw Devotion. Devotion is a movie based on a true story. It's about, was the character's name Jeremy Brown? I think.
Devotion?
Yeah. He'll look it up. It was one of the few.
Jesse Brown.
Jesse Brown was the character they focused on in the movie. He's an African-American fighter pilot. I want to see it because I like movies like that as well, but I also like the Corsair plane. It's one of my favorite planes that they used at that time period, and that was in the movie, of course.
The F-4U is my favorite plane.
Nobody, F for you.
Of World War II. They're great to see in person, especially when we get to see the surface to, or the air to surface missiles that they do.
He says he's not a Star Trek fan. He just looked it up.
Oh, well, I still feel good, but
that
thank
is
you
true.
for doing that.
I should take your tree away. I'm coming over this weekend.
Yep. Yep. You can go ahead and put it in your little escape.
Rob Hunter, I sent you the link. If you'd like to pop in, Rob, feel free. Go to Facebook. I sent you the link. You're more than welcome to join. We'll be rolling for a little bit longer. You're going to hear my garage because my wife just got home. So, we can roll with that. But link didn't work. Rob, I swear to God, I just want to beat you over the head sometimes. I'm going to send it again. It should work. You just don't know what you're doing. All right, Rob, I'm sending it right now. Let's see if we can get it to work.
Man, this is painful.
This
is like having a tooth pulled.
Talk about devotion and be quiet.
Oh, look at so yeah, the F4U Corsair. It's my favorite plane from World War II. We'd all know it from the Black Sheep Squadron, but the Black Sheep Squadron always did it from their air bases, in the islands. This, of course, they have to land on the carrier. So I wanted to see the movie strictly to see my favorite plane of World War II in action. I like the Mustangs. The Buffalo are okay.
Mustangs are cool.
But still, the Corsair, still my favorite. So I wanted to see it because of it. War movies, Korean War. We don't get many Korean War movies. I'm also like Vietnam movies. So I thought this would be a nice little twist right between World War II and Vietnam. We get a nice little action on a good war movie.
Oh, there he is. Oh, look, you got it to work.
I had to open it in Safari. I always forget I have to open it in Safari from Messenger. So
that's good. Okay. So anyhow, yes, dude, you always have to copy the link and open it in Safari. So we're talking about the movie Devotion. I don't know if you've even seen trailers for it, Rob. Like I said, it takes place during the Korean War. It's about a pilot named Jesse Brown. He's a black pilot, which was very rare back then. It was basically like a 6-man crew of pilots on the aircraft carrier, and obviously all the rest of the guys were white dudes. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I loved the plane, the Corsair that was in it. I thought it was a really good story. It was also just watching the scenes on the ground of the fighting of, the Korean War stuff they were doing. It was weird because, watching a World War II movie, I don't think any of my relatives were in World War II. I'm not sure. But my father-in-law was in the Korean War and was actually a POW.
Ooh.
So when I was watching it, it was just, I don't know, it was kind of weird because I was thinking about that, like, man, I knew this guy that served over there and was going through what they were showing. So
yeah, my grandfather was a tail gunner in the B-24 during in World War II. And basically, all of his kids were Air Force, so my whole family's Air Force. And my brother was Air Force, his wife Air Force. So goes all the way down. So this was an interesting movie just because, like I said, other than MASH, there's not a whole lot of Korean War movies out there.
Yeah, I heard it was brutal. That's the only thing I know about it because.
So that's funny. John is. Somebody said, "Where's John Malin?" And John says, "Everywhere." John is everywhere. He's in your dreams.
That's creepy.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know, I actually brought up Terrifier to John. He has not seen Terrifier 2 yet.
What?
I know.
Oh, so disappointing, John.
He said he's bought it. He just hasn't watched it.
Is that a scary movie?
What's that?
Is it a Terrifier? Is that a scary movie?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch it then.
It's all hack and slash, baby.
Oh, hate those. Hate that.
Love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was something. This movie... So
now,
Uh-oh.
We have not talked about the movie Devotion. After the movie was over...
We stayed for the 2 after credits.
Oh, wait a second. Halfway through it today, yes, I can't wait to talk to you after you're finished.
Get the other half done. Get the other half done.
And stay for the after credit.
That's right.
So I really liked it. I thought Devotion was a really good movie. The only comments I got out of Dennis and his wife after the movie were, And Dennis said it first, and I thought for sure Susie wouldn't agree, but Dennis goes, felt like a chick flick. And I was like, what? What? And then Susie, his wife, was like, now granted, Susie did grow up on a farm, so she's a tough woman, was like, yeah, it's kind of like a chick flick. And then she spit on the floor. And I was like, damn, both of you. I can see it from this guy, but not you, Susie.
It really is. It was like a Hallmark war movie. It really look at Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, dude?
It was not a freaking chick flick.
Was it cheap?
It showed some of the trouble, some of the hurdles this pilot had to go through because it was 1950. He's a black dude. It had an actress, I can't remember her name, but she played Elizabeth Taylor, and she looked fantastic in the movie. We don't want to give any spoilers away for it, but
Serinda Swan played Elizabeth Taylor, and she really did play the part. So, what you need to understand, we're going into this with the mindset that this is a Korean War movie. This is what it was kind of built up as. Almost everything that you saw as a trailer, it was a war movie.
And it was.
So, no, it absolutely was not. If anything, it was a drama. It was a drama.
What do you think war movies are, dumbass?
What are you kidding me?
War movies are dramas, you moron.
2 hours and 19 minutes is what this was.
Feel like it.
And it felt like the war was about 19 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Literally, it was the end. I mean, they spent more time flying their plane, going by the lighthouse. Then they might have to try and land on a character. Then we're going to do some training.
Land on a character? What does that mean?
What? Carrier. So you got me all day because you're yelling. My God, man. So just
that's because listen, you think it was a chick flick.
This is a chick flick almost. I'm telling you, because one thing you have to do is really build up. These are a time frame that not many people understand. Troubles that not many people understand.
Right.
So they had to do a nice job of building it up. So you got to make a personal relationship with your characters. And they did.
You don't think they did that? Okay, I was going to say they did a great job.
No. Just listen to me. You sat there and blah, 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 blathered. So you're going to let me speak for a minute. So we get to meet Jesse Brown and his family and his wife and daughter, and you get an emotional, which was nice. You do. You feel to him. He's a family man. He's devoted to his wife. Really cool. You get to meet Tom Hudner, who was played by Glenn Powell, who, of course, for those of us who watched
was in
Top Gun Maverick, another fighter movie. He played Hangman, and the exact opposite character. So we got to see some of his acting chops. Liked him. I thought the acting in this movie was fantastic from everybody. The lieutenant commanders, the ensigns, the pilots.
Joe Jonas was in it, of the Jonas Brothers, for God's sakes. And he didn't sing once.
Not even in the air.
He didn't bust out a tune when he was flying his plane.
He was in Jumanji too.
Actually.
So they're building it up, and I'm like, okay, the problem is they spent so much time, and I think unnecessarily so, of trying to overdo this building blocks, okay? I think they went a little overboard. The other thing that was a little off-putting, so the main point of this is black pilots, there weren't many of them, particularly in World War II. Now we're into Korea, and we're starting to. So Jesse Brown had a very tough time because, the white pilots didn't want him in there. There was racism, and that's understandable.
But not the white. Now, just to clarify, not the white pilot. The 5 other pilots that were part of his troop, Air Wing, weren't the ones. They were all cool. They liked him. Yes. They were all friends.
Yes, and it was great. The issue is every other scene had to deal very much with the racism that Jesse Brown had to deal with, and we understood it. But it was scene after scene after scene. He had one powerful scene where he's looking in the mirror, and he goes through all of this emotion yelling, and it was a top-notch performance. He could have done that, and you could have gotten bits and pieces from it, get an understanding. But they wanted to beat this overhead, literally, when they go into the casino, when they're on the ship, when they're dealing with everything, it's in your face. Now,
see, I didn't think it was too much in your face because
it literally was.
No,
almost every scene dealt with it, and it was in there.
Isn't a chick flick has Jonas Brother in it? Pick one, Andy. Come on, man. No, just because he's in it.
Hallmark. So we're not dealing with any of that. So anyway, I thought that was over the top. Now you're going to say, well, is it ever too much over the top? Take a movie like Tuskegee Airmen, where you're dealing with the same concept and you got to see it, but they did it so subtly and so nice. It wasn't in your face, punching you over the head. I think they went too much into it. And this took the bulk of the movie. Then they finally see action, and they cut scene where it's May of 1950, then November of 1950, and where they're
it was May, then July.
And then November.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Oh my God.
You're skipping all the way from May to November. That's a 6-month jump, Dennis. It matters in storytelling. May, July. Then I think September, and then maybe November.
It was actually 2 Novembers, because then they finally got to see action. The action scenes, the fight scenes were incredible. We get to see a MiG-15. These two planes are way outmatched by the current MiG-15s of the time, which was an absolutely incredible, beautifully visual fight scene. I mean, Top Gun Maverick was better, yes, but this, for the classification and age of the planes, was superbly done. I loved everything about the fight scenes. The problem is, it was literally the last segment of the movie, and that was it. That was kind of disappointing. But with that being said, overall, it was a solid movie. But it wasn't a war flick because there wasn't much war in it. It was like Pearl Harbor, the remake of Pearl Harbor.
Maverick wasn't a war flick. You know that, right?
No, I never said it was.
I'm just saying.
Neither was Top Gun.
Right.
Nope, never claimed that. So I don't know where you're going with your Captain Picard references.
I'm just saying, just so you know, because if you said no, it was, I'd be like, you're insane. So next year, tell me Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
I'm getting the vibe that they made a 2-hour drama and then they added 19 minutes of action so that more than 4 people would watch it. Is that true?
I mean, you could look at it like there was more than 19 minutes of action. But it wasn't a lot. No, I agree with Dennis. It wasn't a lot. It was a lot of build-up, but I wasn't going. I didn't go into this movie thinking from the get-go, after like a half-hour setup, the rest of the movie was going to be dogfighting, because they're aviators and stuff like that.
But to clarify, Andy never goes into any movie thinking. Thinking is just right out when he's in any movie or any conversation.
Well, not that. Only
look at the trailer. How much?
Honestly, I can have a good conversation with you while I'm taking a nap.
If you watch a trailer and 4/5 of it is dramatic scenes, and then one piece of it is action, okay. But when they take a trailer and they make half of it to 2/3 of it the action scenes and a tiny piece of drama, then what are you going to expect? They market it to you as being an action war movie, and then you end up watching 2 hours of drama, and you're like, "What the f happened?" I already know why people are terrible. You guys are beating everyone over the head about it. So,
What is Joe says? Red Tails is an awesome film. George Luke says best film since the first. What's Red Tails? Have you seen it?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It's good. I liked it. The Voyager's asking, rate it from 1 to 10. When we're done arguing here, we do give it our CGC rating, where it goes from 0.5, which is the lowest CGC comic rating, to 10.0, which is a unicorn. So now, I'm just letting you know that.
This isn't a huge spoiler. Going into the movie, I think everybody should realize the dude doesn't live. He dies in the war.
What? Well, but he's king. Does he time shift at the end?
Okay, so this is the funny part.
No, this isn't the guy that plays Kang, is it?
Yes.
Oh my God! So we saw 2 trailers.
So there were 2 trailers.
No,
before the movie,
I was actually
he was in Creed.
No, I know. We saw the Creed trailer, the Quantum Mania trailer, then this movie, and during the movie, I'm going, that's the dude that plays Kang. And then I was literally gaslighting myself thinking, nah, there's no way.
So,
I just saw two trailers
this is what
with
he
this
doesn't
guy.
think. So I'm sitting there going, I'm like, oh my God, we just saw him in 2. I was like, it's Kang. And then Susie goes, oh my God, that is Kang. So you didn't hear any of this.
No, I don't listen to you guys. I watch the movie.
Yeah, well, we're in the trailers.
But the funny thing is, that dude is a really good actor. Because when you watch the Creed trailer, he plays such a different character.
He plays Mr. T.
Right. When he's Kang, he plays such a different character. And in this movie, it was just such a different character. Because in this movie, he was way more human, even compared to like Creed. Because in Creed, it's like, okay, you're basically just playing a thug.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But in this movie, I don't know. It had a lot of heart to it.
It did. This movie did have heart. His acting chops are good. So when I saw Jonathan Majors was in it, I'm like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to see it. This is going to be a great war movie with him in it, and then with Glenn Powell. And I know Glenn Powell. He was co-producer or something. I know he was involved heavily in it. So I'm like, this is going to be interesting for a war movie. Which it really wasn't.
Click on him. I recognize him from a comedy, but I just can't remember what.
Kristen and I watched when we watched Black Panther 2. He was in 3 trailers, so we're like looking at each other. I'm like, wow, why is Kang in so many movies? But did you guys watch him in Lovecraft? No,
I didn't watch any Lovecraft.
It was really gory in places, but it was really cool. He did a great job in Lovecraft. So
he did. I love that. Because that was with Junie Smollett.
Yes.
Oh, the sister.
Yes.
Another show where white people are evil. So we get to be the bad guys now in most movies.
Is that even getting picked up for a second season?
No, it got canceled. It
did?
Expensive to make. I think about it. If you make a show where white people are evil, and but you expect white people to watch it, it's got to be like really, really good. I mean, it was pretty cool, but it was really weird too because it was had a weird.
Well, no, that's what I heard. I heard it was really weird. It was just I don't know. I was never into that type of stuff, I guess. Or I'm trying to think. I think I want to say Watchmen was just wrapping up on HBO, and then Lovecraft debuted, and I just got done of like 10 or 11 weeks of Watchmen every Sunday night or whatever, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pass on Lovecraft. I'll wait till I hear about it, and then maybe I'll watch it. I just want to take a break from, this time slot every, whatever, Sunday night, whatever it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid for what it was.
Yeah.
They're exploring the world. Cthulhu, Lovecraft.
So so he does die in the end. What? And the way they did it, I thought was really well done.
Very emotional.
Very emotional.
He was sobbing. I handed him a couple of Kleenexes, a couple of tissues.
I wasn't sobbing, but I can admit, because unlike Dennis, I have a heart and feelings. I can admit I felt that little bit starting to well up in my eye, but it never dropped down.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was very well done, especially with Tom. Glenn Powell's character was there and stuff. So, anything more on, or should we just rate it?
No, let's rate your Hallmark.
Oh man, Hyper's just busting your balls, Dennis. He says you're gay.
I'm not the one that sat there and cried with tissues.
He called you a dork.
Wow, Hyper.
A donk.
No, that wasn't Hyper. That's Mortal. Wow.
Yeah, but he's still calling you a dork.
Nah, he didn't specify. It's you.
Nah, whatever. All right, I'll go. No, wait. Do I want to go first? Because I did go
first. Hyper
first.
just said that was to you, Andy. Nice try.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Dennis will still love
180
you.
degrees, slap you in the face.
Oh, please. Dennis will still love you. Even
I'm going to PB&J you.
Ew.
PB&J?
That is gross.
That's where you take a piece of bread, you take your PB&J, and you go, Andy, wake up. It's kind of like the Batman, that meme where he's always slapping Robin?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
Oh, so it's bitch slap.
That's right.
Yeah.
I tend not to use those words on here.
What,
Oh,
slap?
jeez.
Yeah, slap is kind of racist.
All right, so I'll go first.
Yeah, why don't you
what
go
the hell?
first?
Man, that's hurtful.
Wow.
Poor Andy.
Oh, and this. He's really piling on now. Damn.
That's
I feel like Aaron Rodgers when he gets tackled by any opponent's team he's played this year, just getting piled on.
Hey, you know what? They can
Bernardo.
pile on me every game for $50 million a year. Just be like, put me out there and just tackle me over and over again. I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's right.
Where's my check?
That's true. It is the mirror, Dennis.
It is. So there's only one movie that I will consistently tear up over. And it doesn't matter
E.T.
how many say no, not E.T. He went home. He's fine. It is
Rudy.
Spoiler.
Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
You
The
pussy.
Spock death scene every
Oh my
time.
God.
When Kirk sits there and he's like, of all the people I've met, his was the most human. And he's breaking up in there. And if you don't break a tear every single time, well, that's because you don't like Star. You don't have an vested interest in
I
anything.
do like Star Trek, but I'm not going to shed a
much.
tear.
Especially
over...
when you call it Star Trek all the time. That tells me.
Star Trek.
Yeah, whatever. So rate your damn movie.
I'm going to give it I'm going to give this movie a solid 8.0.
Wow.
I could watch it again,
Actually,
and I told him that when
I
it was
thought
over.
you were going to go higher, honestly.
I told him when it was over, I could watch this movie again. I liked it that much.
And I said at the end, I will. Susie goes, "Are you going to buy this?" I buy all the.
And
war
I did
movies.
ask him too. I said, "Are you going to buy this?"
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. A big fucking no.
Nope.
I did not watch the movie.
I like all the
Yeah.
war movies except the one that stars a black
Yes,
character
the
as
war
the main
movies.
act as the
Oh
main
my god!
character.
Again, Tuskegee Airmen, absolutely fantastic. Red Tails, good. This one, I'm giving it a 6.0.
He clapped his hands when the guy passed away in the movie.
Oh,
The only person in the theater to stand up and go, "Thank God that little bitch was killing me."
I took my big cup of soda, which I had Mr. Pibb Extra, and I went, yeah! And I threw it on the ground, and it exploded everywhere, and I said, there.
He said, "Yeah, I can't believe I had to wait 2 hours and 2 minutes for this guy to die. I was hoping it would happen in the first 20."
wow,
And then they
that's
would
really
remember for
disappointing.
the rest of the movie.
No, seriously, his death scene was fantastic, heartfelt,
See? Fantastic.
heartwarming. It was. If this was a war movie, I would have it different. I give it a 6.0 because what little war that they had in it was good. It was very well done. The scenes, the cinematography of how they filmed it was great. The acting was stellar. No problems with it. It just, they had so much buildup in this war movie with almost no war. And it was just underwhelming from that perspective. I mean, even my wife, because I would, if we walked out of there and she said, "I would like to own this movie," I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. Like I do all the other war movies.
Because
She
whatever
said
she
no
says,
also.
you do.
Oh, whatever. God, take your dog collar, your electrified dog collar, and go put it in the corner.
Oh, please. People can't see the ball and chain attached to your ankles.
Oh, it's the other one.
Both ankles. There we go. I knew you were going to say
That's because
that,
I make
too.
them take it off so it doesn't make so much noise in here.
So
It's
this-
sitting by the door.
This was not a bad movie. It was.
You gave it a 6, you neophyte.
Right. That's not horrible.
Oh.
In Rotten Tomatoes, that would barely be fresh. So it had a lot of good aspects. But get rid of some of the extra that was in there and put in some more of the war stuff leading up to it. So there was no context at all really about the Korean War. I mean,
bad. Yeah.
they really needed to do that.
Joe says, "Dennis, that was my reaction when I was forced to watch The Color of Purple when I was a kid." Dennis owns that movie in 4K. It's one of his favorites he likes to watch every summer.
You know, Pinocchio, it's amazing that that they don't capture the 3D. Your nose is so long, it's literally poking into the camera right now.
Dennis showing some ankle today.
That's right, baby.
And always the guns.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, did you watch do you have Disney Plus?
I just canceled it through Hulu because Hulu like tried to double charge me and stuff. So
you didn't watch the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
No, I did not. No, I had no interest. I heard it was actually kind of good.
It was good.
It was. We both agree. Of course, Andy likes everything. According to Andy, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special was a war movie.
No, it was a comedy, Dennis. And
it was good.
We each gave it an 8.5.
So we
Really?
actually totally agreed on something for once.
Yeah.
How long was
Do
it?
I drop a link to Dennis's OnlyFans or not? Nah, he's getting overrun on OnlyFans.
He's making too much money. He's getting shitty.
Hey, you know what I heard? You know that actress that plays that is the AT&T girl? She was supposed to be Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Somebody told me she has an OnlyFans page.
I don't know if that's
She's got
true.
the body for it, so
I know.
good
She's
for her.
adorable.
They have to ugly her up for those commercials, make her more normal.
Oh
Otherwise,
yeah.
she's
Have you ever
smoking
seen her in that? Did you ever see her in the Squirrel Girl costume?
No. But
Oh, very cute.
Yes.
you could tell in some of those the commercial shots. And she was also in a movie. She was in a movie with the funny black guy from Tomorrow War, where she was a werewolf. So
No way.
Yeah. You didn't see that? It was kind of low budget.
IMDb her.
Yeah. You got to look it up. But it's cool though. It's
Actually, Google search AT&T girl OnlyFans and see what comes up.
there'll be all these porn stars. Just get it's because of the
Let's
link.
see. Here's a headline: the untold truth of the AT&T commercial girl.
Uh-oh. It's probably some chick who looks like her.
Yeah, no, she is cute. She's a lot better than Flo on Progressive, but Flo does a good job. So
Yeah, she's a solid actress.
Flo,
She looks like she should be on Alice.
she was actually in, believe it or not, an episode of House, and I used to watch House
Yeah, I do too. I'd like
every
to.
week.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I'd like to find just that episode to see her real, because she's been in other things acting wise, but I'd almost like to watch it just to see her in other things.
Werewolves with
Yes. Yep.
Oh my God. Hold on.
You guys didn't ask me what I rate the movie, even though I didn't watch it.
Okay, rate devotion, Rob.
I give it a 4 from the trailer.
Oh, just a 4 just from the trailer?
Yeah, it looks like shit from the trailer. I looked at my wife and she's like, "Yeah, I don't care." We'll just wait for when he's
We call
king in one of the movies.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to watch the trailer for Werewolves Within. As soon as I pull it up.
It's a little silly, but it's a fun, hour 45 minutes.
Oh, dude, that guy's hilarious. I love that guy, that black guy you're talking about. He's, oh my God, I got to get to his name now because I hate calling him that black guy.
I've never
Sam Richardson, dude.
Oh,
What's his
Sam's
name?
in it. See,
Oh.
I've never seen this.
All right, we're going to watch the trailer. Hold on now. Because now you got me.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I got to pause it. I got to rewind it some. Share my screen.
Did you share audio?
Audio has been shared. I had a feeling. All right, guys, let's watch the trailer. I'm going to have to mute our mic so we don't have an echo. So you'll see us laugh, hopefully. Maybe cry. Well, Dennis doesn't cry over anything.
No, just Star Trek 2.
Hey, Dennis, your dog just got run over by a car. Fantastic. Dog food is expensive. That's a bill I don't have to pay.
That's rough.
That's Dennis.
If Andy's
Bartlett.
looking for his dog.
You bastard. I love that dog.
Should have pecked her snowshoes.
What? People do that?
Fun fact, not only is it the oldest, but remains one of the most effective means of traversing the ice.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna fit right in at Beaverfield. Everything here is a little questionable. Ranger! The people. The weather. Everything.
Oh.
Ranger?
You look like you just seen a corpse.
Well, the roads are effed, and something's wrong with the generator.
Which generator?
All of them.
Make it on the internet.
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Holy!
Probably a wolf.
What are you, like a wolf detective now, Marcus?
Who knows who or when it's gonna kill next.
I think we can all agree that it's unsafe outside and there's safety in numbers. Out of curiosity, who is packing? Well, we're having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everything about this predator is unorthodox. It's not human. It's not canine. It's one of them.
One of what? A what?
A werewolf.
How could it gotten in here? How did it get out?
Who says it got out?
Maybe.
I'm a werewolf.
I'm liking it so far, Rob. What about you?
Oh, I watched it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, with you. I barely knew about it. What did you watch it on, Rob?
Really in a Mexican
TV.
standoff right now.
TV.
Just stand up.
I don't know, Prime or Netflix or something.
Probably just gonna.
I want to say it was on
Where's this
Prime.
buzz?
I'll have to look. I know I've seen the trailer before.
Hey, you go ahead, please. Don't spare me.
Please don't! Oh, please don't bother the
Spare
luck.
me. I
Oh
couldn't
my
do that
goodness! I
myself.
could have gotten it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I kind of like it. I might have to.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That piqued my interest.
That really did pique my interest, not just because of the AT&T girl, but I've seen this trailer before. When you know how it is. So Greg Gutfeld made a good joke about watching movies at home, and he said something like, "You go to sit down to watch a movie, and by the time you're scrolling through Netflix, scrolling through Amazon Prime, scrolling through Hulu and Disney Plus and all your other paid stuff, you're like, oh, it's been 2 hours. Now I got to eat dinner. Oh, well."
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Or
and
it's
I've
too
had
easy
that
to
happen
talk.
where I've just scrolled and been like, oh, maybe later, maybe. And I've done that with this. So I am going to have to see how to watch this.
Yeah,
I know.
that actually doesn't look bad.
I'm
No.
really bad at, I'll see a movie and I'll like, oh, Kristen might want to watch this with me. And then I can't remember what streaming service it was on. Because I can't stand cable. She keeps cable because of like football and shit like that. So I'll be like, hey, there's this movie we should check out this weekend. She's like, oh yeah, what streaming is it on? And I'm like, I can't remember. Maybe Stars, maybe, because I'll sign up for like a free month, or they'll have for a couple months, and then when the couple months ends, I'm like, there really wasn't that much that was interesting on like Stars or whatever. So whatever I watched on Stars, I've already watched, and I don't need it anymore. So it's really hard to remember where it was. But I'm pretty sure it was Prime or Netflix. Probably
Okay.
Netflix.
So,
we were sitting here in the local comic shop today, and we got talking about all these movies.
Wait,
and
let me
I
read this real quick.
Oh, okay.
Mortal 5 says, well, found her boobies at and censored, so this was a productive afternoon. Now, is that a misspelling? Is it uncensored? Is it supposed to be and censored? Because I'm kind of curious. Because
Never heard of it.
I bet if you Google just that word, anyways, you'll find it.
That's
'Cause
true.
Google will go, hey, did you spell this wrong, retard? And
Well, yeah, I don't think Andy can Google those because he's got one of those ankle
monitors.
those anklet monitors, and they don't even let him Google that kind of stuff. So
I'm just not allowed to get close to a school, Dennis.
So anyway, at the
Stop
local
making
comic
shit
shop,
up.
I'm going to see if you guys have heard of these. We got talking about what we were going to review tonight, and a couple of recommendations that were made. One of them was called Kingdom. So let me know if any of you guys have watched Kingdom. Basically, it is it takes place in the Middle Ages, and it's a show It's on Netflix, but it's the zombie plague. So think of like Walking Dead, but it takes place in the Middle Ages. And they said it is gripping. It's a really good story. I had never heard of it.
You know what? I started
I-
to watch that.
It's not American, right? It's
No,
it's Korean.
It had subtitles.
Andy can't read, so he's out.
Well,
if they
I
don't
mean,
have
besides
English
that,
dubs.
I'm fluent in Korean, Dennis. I don't have to read the subtitles
job,
like you.
Eddie.
I know different languges.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he started that.
Yes, I know
Wait.
there's Korean.
What's that?
No, there's
18-year-old
Korea.
thing?
Two Koreas.
It is, by the way, and censored is the website.
Pushing
Gotta
porn.
find your name.
Milana Weintraub. Vayyntrub.
Let's see.
I will be right back. I have to check on a pasta that I'm cooking.
Okay.
You don't know how to cook.
A little.
Guys, what'll be funny is when we end the stream right now and we come back and his screen's blank.
He'll still be in the back room.
So anyway, Kingdom, let me see if anybody did it. I had never heard of it. He said it was absolutely fantastic. Is Kingdom the Asian show? Yes.
Yes.
It is Korean. See if anybody else. Nope. All right. The other one that was mentioned.
Get back to spelling that kid's last name or that.
Oh my
actress'
God!
last
I
name
literally
again.
just did Vayyn Weintraub Trub.
Vay. I don't see it. I see Valentine. Wait, are these not? Oh my God, they're doing it. Okay, this website's annoying me. They make you go to last name. It's alphabetical by last name, and then when you go there, it's alphabetical by first name. Up to the M's. Oh my God, there's a lot of names. How's that cooking going?
It's done. It's a little crispy around the edges, but it's fine.
Oh, good.
I got to it just in time.
Is your wife home yet?
No, she gets home about 6:30.
So the other show that he recommended also was Korean, also on Netflix, called The Silent Sea. During a perilous 24-hour mission on the moon, space explorers tried to retrieve samples from an abandoned research facility steeped in classified secrets.
I watched the first 5 minutes of it. I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, I was just like, I guess I don't really care.
Wow. It wound up being a good series.
I watched like the first 20. I give it a little more time than 5, Rob, but I was just like, yeah, this is boring.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Andy quits on anything that takes more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm good with 3, and then it's nap time.
I'm not a big fan of those real slow setup sci-fi space movies, like where it's more astronaut crud than, action. I'm just like, all right, come on. I need to see a monster or some explosion.
Oh, so like Devotion. Yeah, I understand.
Oh, shut your mouth. What's her first name again? I already forgot.
Oh, my God. Milana. I am telling you.
Mil.
You literally have.
Well, now I'm getting there. I'm finally at the M's. So I'm finally getting there. I want to see. Oh, wait. We've got some.
I mean, we just spent the last 45 minutes just going through spelling for you.
Is this her right here? Can you see that?
Spelling. Nice.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All right, let's see. What do I have to click on here? Come on now.
It says input your credit card. Oh, never mind. They got it on file.
I'm not doing that. You shut your mouth.
You just have to log in.
It's already saved. Google saves all of his logins. It's all there.
Shut your mouth.
Andy Tight Pants Smith.
Well, Andy's on this whatever porn site thing.
It is not.
It's
purely reference.
That's from the movie that we just watched.
It is. That is literally from Werewolf.
Literally, there's a clip or there's a picture on this website from the movie, from the Werewolf movie. So that's worthless.
Yeah. She's in. Was she's in a bra?
Yeah.
Yeah, her tank top.
She's
Yeah.
35 years old. Holy crap.
Nice.
That's 18.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
18 years too old for this guy.
I was just going to say she's double the age for you.
Oh, please.
She's perfect. She's still in that I can have a conversation with her range without being too old.
I mean, you are kind of Hollywood here.
Who, me?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you will. Just keep watching.
You know what it means, Andy.
Yeah.
I don't know what that. I mean, here's a nice picture of her. This can actually be shown.
Yeah, it's very cute.
She's a cute kid.
Mm-hmm.
She does not.
She's a cute 35-year-old kid.
Well, she doesn't look 35. It's
No.
a compliment.
Yeah, she looks
What is
like she's
Dragon
22,
Prince?
23.
You ever watch that?
Nope, I have not watched Dragon Prince.
Oh, I don't watch cartoons.
Don't watch animated.
Wait, Rob
so
didn't
you've
like
never watched
Apollo
like
13?
Robotech or Akira?
No.
Oh, right.
I try to watch some anime, and dude, 5 minutes into it, they're talking about nature in the city and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, dude, where are the giant robots? And I turned it off. Yeah, she's smoking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. They really do have to dub her down, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
on the
big time.
AT&T commercials because she's apparently too cute for AT&T.
I know that cracks me up. I gotta
We
say,
only like ugly people that work in our show.
if they made the Squirrel Girl movie, I would have saw it just because she was in it.
Well, have you seen how they do that with all like movies and TV shows? If you have two really pretty actresses and one's the lead will get all the lighting and the makeup and the hair and the clothes. And then the other woman who might be as pretty, but she's not the lead character, they have to frump her up. They got to hide her behind glasses. Or
Yes. So, Rob, did you watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you remember the Festivus episode where Jerry had that girlfriend and in the light, she was beautiful. And then when it didn't light him, she was like, it was like Jekyll and Hyde and she was always ugly. They always had to sit in the back corner booth where the lighting was a certain way.
Yeah. Well, Pearl Harbor is perfect that way because Jennifer Garner is in it, but she's not the lead actress. So doesn't she have glasses and she's kind of geeky?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. So she gets, they have to push her down a little bit, frump her up so that who's the main chick, the British actress, so that she's this
Underworld.
Yeah. So she's
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah. So that Kate is like the smoking hot actress.
Have you guys heard of a movie called Warriors of the Future?
Wait, I don't know.
It's a movie?
Yeah, Prater says, check out Warriors of the Future for an action movie. Looks interesting. LOL.
Have you guys seen the movie?
And it's not a typo. It's Warriors of the Future.
Have you guys watched the TV show called Future Man? It's got the kid PETA from the Hunger Games movies.
Oh, how is that?
Dude, it's insane. I can't get through the second season, but the first season is incredible because it's so effed up. You'll be
That's
shocked.
on Hulu.
Yeah, you'd be shocked at the shit that they pull in that TV show. It's fantastic.
Is that what came up?
Yeah. And it's in that genre that we were just talking about, so it's right. It's got solid ratings. That actually looks interesting.
Which one?
The Warriors
of the Future.
And what streaming channel is it on?
Oh, he just looked it up on IMDb.
Oh, okay.
Is where to watch. Usually it says right here.
The where to watch that usually sucks and doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't say.
Yeah, especially the way that they shop those shows around. Like 6 months it'd be on Netflix, and then 6 months it's on Hulu and Prime, and you can see that a lot of those movies they do a weird discount because all of a sudden they'll be on all the free streaming channels and Prime. So all of a sudden they'll be like the Kevin Costner movies will be on Prime, Epic, Stars. They'll be everywhere. Tubi.
Oh, so Prater says it does look neat. That was nothing. So okay.
No. And look at Joe. Click on Joe's. He's got Robotech, Megazone 13, Battle of the Planets, Star Blazers. By the way, I just got Star Blazers Battleship Yamato 2022 on Blu-ray because you can't find it anywhere. Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Machine. Okay, Bubblegum Crisis I never watched. Appleseed I didn't watch. And Vampire Hunter. Seriously, almost all of those I've not only watched, they're all fantastic.
Yeah, but see,
you haven't seen any of them?
No.
Okay,
I think I saw.
oh my God, man! I would loan you my Robotech.
Rob was busy getting laid while you were watching that stuff at home under a blankie with a bag of popcorn.
I don't need to hear about your socks and what you do with them. All I know
didn't even say
was
socks.
I know what you were where you
just
were going
because my
with
socks stand up.
I
next
was
to my
watching
bed.
them, by the way, when I was with my current wife, my one and only wife.
Right, like I said, and Rob was out getting laid while you were watching this stuff.
You could do both. You know what I'm saying? You're either light switch on, light switch off. No, Andy, you can do two things at once.
When I
Rob,
moved to
he's going to
Florida,
get turned into a weeb if he hangs out with you ruffians.
I had a lot of fun when I moved to Florida. So Andy knows.
Good.
Crash Gen days. Crash Gen days were fantastic.
It was, man. One day he'd be with a lady. The next day he'd be rolling with a young man.
Mm-hmm.
Rob was just all over the place.
He just tests everything.
Rob was bi-curious, non-binary before it was even a thing.
Oh my God, I can't wait till this comes up. That's a saying that we have, by the way. Are you curious? Curious, you mean bi-curious? So this is going to be great. I can't wait. So Ninja Scroll. Nope, I have not seen.
I know Ninja Scroll. I've never watched it.
Attack on Titan, also fantastic.
Now I tell you what's on Netflix now, which I started watching just to see if it was like the manga little trade paperbacks I have from Japan, because I can't read them. They're in Japanese, but it's a book called Bastard. But I bought it because I really like the guy's artwork. And I remember talking to Joe Madureira back in the 90s, and he said he was really influenced by that dude that did Bastard. So that's when I got all these books, special ordered, so I could never read them. But like I said, the art's really nice. But the actual anime is on Netflix now for it. And I was watching it. It wasn't too bad. What do you want me to click on, Joe?
So
you're laughing at
something. I'm laughing at Joe's. Because, Rob, your name is almost a Robotech character. Rick Hunter is the main character in Robotech, which was funny when Andy says, oh, we got Rob Hunter coming on. I'm like, oh, that's Rick's brother. He gave me the same stupid look you're probably giving me right now because he had no idea what I was talking about.
Mortal V, Andy bought Bastard because he thought it was written about him. I did. I thought somebody wrote my life story.
Whoa. Prater said no one mentioned Akira. I did mention Akira.
I did. I watched. Yes. That's the one.
I think everybody's watched Akira.
Yeah.
Yes. And what was a bitch was trying to get that on Blu-ray. I mean, it's not on 4K yet. And it was like a one small release. And then they wanted like $200 secondary market for it. I'm like, oh, but I finally got my hands on it. It's good. It's really good. That animation is so spectacular. The higher the definition, it holds up.
I don't even watch stuff in 4K. We buy our big screen TVs like 4 years after they've come out, so we're always a little behind. So.
Well, I'm the opposite. 4K. I've got my wife. We don't need anything. We can just watch it on VHS. No, baby, Laserdisc is the way to go. No, it's not. VHS is fine. I bring home a Laserdisc player, hook it up, and she goes, "Oh my God, Laserdisc, the greatest thing ever." Well, and I keep doing that. Now we're into 4K, so all movies that we get now are 4K. We just watched Top Gun Maverick in 4K. We did a Top Gun night where we did Top Gun in 4K and then Maverick. Holy crap, what an absolutely night and day difference it makes. It's worth it. And
you have a
4K TV cheap right now.
Susie actually told me the only other time she saw Dennis that excited was on their wedding night.
Oh, that's really sweet. Or is that terrible? I don't really understand.
It all depends on how you look at it. Now, for Andy, it's less than 5 minutes, so it would probably be terrible. Me, it was fine.
Yeah, it was 6.5 minutes, that is.
Nice. Wow, that's a long time.
25% longer than Andy. Still good.
That's right. Dennis, the episodes of Bubblegum Crisis on the YouTube, check it out. This is how they need to handle armor characters. Okay.
Interesting. Bubblegum Crisis.
That came out. I think Dark Horse put some of that out a long time ago.
Did you guys watch Halo on Paramount.
No, how is it? I don't have Paramount.
That was one of the shows I tried to get Kristen to watch, just because there was a dramatic difference in the resolution from Halo to pretty much anything else on TV. So that might be where they push it through in 4K or whatever on streaming. Or
Was it a good show though?
Yeah, it was actually really cool. They had to add a lot of story in, because Halo the video game is pretty two-dimensional. It's pretty superficial, the story. But I thought they did a good job of translating it into TV show / big screen, and they're already making a second season of it. So it's actually pretty cool. It has the big guy from Den of Thieves in it as the.
Okay, cool. Top Gun Maverick is being re-released in theaters in 2 weeks. Well, here's the thing.
Of course it is.
It was great. There's a reason why it made so much money. This really, after watching them back to back, they did such a good job. It's actually a better movie, than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I would go watch it again in the theater if they're showing it downtown. They've got an IMAX theater, but it's a dome IMAX theater where it's just not a screen up front. So it's literally all around you. And some people I know went and saw it in it when it was out, and it was already gone by the time I did. And they were like, you're looking around when Tom Cruise and the pilots are flying, and you can sit there and look around everywhere. It's like it's totally immersive. And they said it was fantastic. And I think tickets were like $30. I would pay $30 for that kind of an experience.
Nice.
Wow. Have you ever done the movie theaters with the theater with the speakers in the seats and the seats?
Yes, the 4D theater.
Oh yeah,
they're great.
Those awesome.
That's cool. Look, it's Death Raider.
Death Raider, guys. This is Rob's book coming soon. Go sign up for Death Raider. There's the link. Thank you, Randy. Let's watch this video.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take a new song. You cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough to see.
Nice.
Everybody who's, if you're even a little interested in it, sign up for it, because there's going to be lots of updates and releases that you'll get because of the email sign up page. And dude, I've got some huge plans, not just for Death Raider, but I've got a lot of very interesting ideas, even the business side of crowdfunding and all of that sweet stuff. I'll tell Andy sometime soon, so he can, shoot my ideas down. But
well, that's what I do. I'm a dream killer.
He loves every movie, but hates everybody else's ideas.
That's right, because I take them and use them.
I told my wife, and she just looked at me and she goes, "How about we get through Death Raider first?"
That's right.
Nice.
Look at that. Marcus just signed up for Death Raider. Good job, Marcus.
Thank you very much. It's man, wait till you guys see some of the new pages I'm working on. They are insane. I almost feel a little bad for the colorist. I almost feel bad.
Just a tinge. I never feel bad.
I don't think you feel bad at all.
I do.
No. I'm trying to go as nuts as I can on the pages without them being confusing for the reader. And
Dan, sign up shadow band. I don't think so, because I searched it and it showed up. So
yeah. It's don't spell death with DEATH. It's DETH. There's a YouTuber, a gamer YouTuber, who calls himself Death Raider, so I have to go with DETH.
Oh. And then, of course, guys, Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. Please go check it out and back it if you haven't already. It's 76 pages of brutal barbarian action. Conan meets Game of Thrones, plus all the magical wonder of Dungeons and Dragons. that combines two great genres. Experience the world building of the phenomenal land known only as the Shattered Reach. First read the book, then play the game. Yes, the graphic novel and the SRD 5th edition gaming module go hand in hand. Check out the campaign. You'll find a bunch of stuff for everybody.
So Dan Lawless, he hadn't seen what his color looked like on the cover. We need to show everybody. He just said fantastic. You just DM'd me with big thumbs up.
Yep, I'll show you guys the game module cover. I had to, hopefully, because this campaign for some reason is shadow banned.
It's still shadow banned?
It is, but I have went in and I edited and put black bars, censor bars on the couple pages that have a lot of the violent, gory stuff. So hopefully that'll fix the problem. Hopefully. I did email Indiegogo letting them know I did this. So hopefully that'll fix it. Obviously, these pages won't print that way in the book. So guys, go check it out. Couple different t-shirts to choose from, a beanie, 5 different covers to choose from. You can mix and match the covers, or you can get them all in the Get It All tier. There's the artist edition book, which is $15 cheaper now. I'm working on the campaign daily. 4 spots left for the figure commission. Bart Sears' original art is still available.
All of the Be in the Comic slots are filled, so those are gone now.
Yep, I did a Thanksgiving Day, or we did a Black Friday Thanksgiving Day special. So all the 4 slots to become a character have been sold. Once I get to that stage, I will be emailing those people, letting them know I need pictures and stuff. Let me show you guys the game module art one more time. Let's see. I wonder if the special colors by Dan Lawless are going to make it in the book. Dan's not coloring the inside of the book. Oh, that. No, they won't. I know what you're talking about. You funny guy. Ha, ha, ha. There's Dan's colors over Bart Sears. Beautiful job. Very cool painterly look. That's what I love about Dan's colors. There they are on the module themselves. Give you that nice throwback Dungeons and Dragons module feel.
God, it makes me want to go home and throw dice right now.
What?
I swear to you. Hey,
That's
Rob.
what you call it, man.
Rob, I'm thinking of doing a show called the Andy and Rob Show. What do you think? Wednesdays, 5 o'clock?
It sounds fantastic. Since I'll be with Art at 8, so that's perfect. We could do a couple hours, and then I'll go in and
beautiful. I can get one of these shirts. I can probably make this guy right here look like you rather easily.
Wow.
We'll just tape a little picture of, like just take my head on top of, just print off a Photoshop of.
This is the shit I deal with every single day.
Oh,
literally
boo-hoo.
every day.
My life is so hard. I'm Dennis Turner. Wham, wham.
And they're like, why is your life hard? I'm friends with Andy Smith. Oh, you poor saint, you poor saint. Oh my God. They give me a few prayers and they go, you need to go to heaven for that.
There is the Kor-Drath cover by Bud Root. I was asked to show it. Lovely colors by Dan Lawless. That is obviously still available. So go pick that up. If you like the black and white cover, that version of this cover, that is only available in the Barbarian bundle and the Get It All tier. So
looks
check
great,
that
Andy.
stuff out. What's that, Rob?
I said it looks great. It looks fantastic.
It does.
The book looks great. All the artwork looks fantastic. The Bud Root piece looks great, and it's also a T-shirt. I'm really
picked up another backer. Booyah! Yeah. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the interiors.
Thank you.
I mean, hey, look at that. People actually do comic books where it's more than just the fucking cover.
Exactly.
Where you actually people care about the interiors too.
What?
Unlike Marvel and DC.
Oh, we're not Marvel and DC. That's right. All that matters is the 13 variant covers you can get up top.
Yeah, just to sell to the comic book stores, just so they can try to get their money back on the variant covers, and then they throw the rest of the books in the garbage.
Yep. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Wednesday. Rob's going to go have lasagna. We're going to go have pizza.
Pizza night.
Oh, woo-hoo! Pizza. You just throwing that in my face. Thanks.
Throw it right in
Seriously,
your
I mean,
face.
you got lasagna. There's nothing you can shed a tear about over that one.
I love pizza.
I do too.
Now
So
I'm
do
sad. I'm really sad. All right, you guys enjoy your pizza. I'll eat my shitty pasta. Great.
There you go. Yeah, we'll take a picture of it and send it. Going.
Oh, that would be great. Then I could.
Oh, maybe I'll do that now. Hyper Kaiju says lasagna and pizza. Whoa. Oh,
What? He doesn't like lasagna or pizza?
No, I think he's sad. He's not
sad.
going with us.
Sad.
Oh, yeah. Too bad, sucker.
Oh, damn! That is Rob's way of trying to get backers by calling them suckers. That's a good job, Rob. Keep up that marketing. Let me know how it works. We'll see you guys next Wednesday at 5. Bye.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.